That's the other thing I've learned, which took me a long time. I took a business coach on about 4 years ago because I'd reached a kind of glass ceiling. And all of a sudden, it was just a door opening to learn new skills, which, I was a great technician, I was a great landscaper, and we'd done really, really well. But I wasn't a great business owner. And the coach that I had talked and guided me through systemizing, putting operating systems in place, hiring the right people as well. So I've now got a fantastic backroom and admin team. I took on an operations and installations manager who's also connected through Roundtable. So I knew his core values, and I knew that what he stood for. And as a result of Pete coming into the business, it's freed me up, and together we have become so much stronger, as a business and as a team. And we're going through some growth, which is fantastic. And again, that can be applied to all aspects of life. It's been surrounding yourself with the right people at the right time, in the right place, doing the right thing for you. And also it then unlocks things within you, so you can then give back as well. And as I say, I'm a great believer in birds of a feather flock together, and if you can surround yourself with like-minded loons and idiots that, think like you, with lots of positivity, and surround yourself with energy radiators rather than energy drains, all of a sudden you can't help but get caught up in it. And it's a symbiotic thing, and you get carried up. I call it the trickle-up effect. And I've noticed this in some round tables as well, that sometimes tables struggle for members because you've got to constantly be recruiting because of the age limitation and it being built for young men. So there's always that recruitment process going on. Sometimes some tables, the numbers start to dwindle because of the aging out rule. But what you often find is that you'll get a little nucleus of maybe 3 or 4 characters that create this fizz and this energy. And it's almost like a whirlpool. And people that were sat on the outside fringes, all of a sudden they realise that they're getting caught up in this whirlpool. And before you know it, they've been drawn into this energy centre, and they get lifted up as a result of it. And I'm testimony to that. I was probably a little bit reluctant at first with Roundtable. I wasn't quite sure if it was for me. But by getting engaged in it and taking on the membership role, and then slowly getting more and more responsibility, it just becomes part of your DNA. And that dopamine hit of giving back, that for me is awesome. So it's a double whammy. People obviously get the benefit from our activities, but selfishly I get a real dopamine kick and high off it, knowing that I've done some good at that particular moment. Plus we've raised funds, which then are eked out to increase the dopamine hit later on.